My mom was diagnosed at, I'm pretty sure at the age of like 38, 37. Some of her friends would recall that she was having issues with her hands. So as I'm getting into that age and I'm having issues with my hands, of course I start to parallel my thoughts with her, and just makes me start to think if I'm on that same track. Before I was tested for TTR FAP, I was living with my then girlfriend, and I remember one of the first things I thought was a kind of a sign, it just was like a strange feeling that I'd never felt before, was when I had my arm around her and my arm started going numb. And then I started noticing it in little things when I was holding like a cell phone up or driving, like my entire fingers would start just going numb. And within a few years, it was still kind of progressively getting worse. And like playing guitar, I would hold, like down a chord, and these fingers would just go completely numb. For a whole year, I'd feel nothing in my leg sometimes, and I'd test my leg in the shower, just like my mom had to do, to see if and sometimes I couldn't feel it. And I got tested for the fat pod biopsy, and it turned out positive. So when I was 27 is when I was officially diagnosed. And I remember feeling, obviously start thinking all these things in your mind, like, do I want to have kids? Do I want to get married? Because, one, am I going to pass it on? 50-50 chance. Or two, do I want to be with someone and have them go through with what I saw as a kid, or what my dad had to go through? I think dealing with having a loved one that has the disease can be just as hard, obviously, because you're having someone that you love just falling apart in front of you. I remember when I first called my grandfather, because he was trying to get us to get tested for quite a while. I remember calling him up, and he started crying immediately because he had lost a wife and 2 daughters to it. So we think he knew, and I think I remember him saying through his tears, like, "I'm sorry." Hello Amy was written in around the time that I was diagnosed, and appropriately, because it's a song about just greeting it, like and it coming into your life. Amy being obviously the short name for amyloidosis. I basically personified the disease into this song that sounds like a person that you're talking to and you're trying to get them out of your life. When I think about the disease, I think my mom comes into play in my mind the most, because that was what defined it for me. And sometimes I put myself in that life thinking, if I'm going to share the same symptoms, is it going to be the exact same thing? Like, what am I going to do if I can't walk around anymore, or if I am not well enough to go out and play guitar or visit my friends and travel and all these things. I really am trying to push myself to be as creative as possible, and to use my creativity to either spread awareness, to cope, to just, I guess, dive right into it, but not be submerged in it. If the symptoms start to come and overtake me, I'm hoping that I can maintain that attitude, because I know how difficult it is to do that, because my mom, when she was sick, was having such a hard time staying positive, and there were times when she was very willing to just let it all go. She didn't want to be around anymore because it was so hard, but she was at such a pivotal point in our lives where she didn't get a chance to see us graduate, so she knew that she was reaching a point where she was going to miss everything. So she fought really hard and stayed as long as she could.